give more returns. Get more security and more interest on your fixed deposits from Sri Lanka's largest finance company, LOLC Finance.
Hi, my name is Sasha Jayasundera and I'm here from Sopranos and Irish, and I'm here to answer living's burning questions.
Hi Sasha, welcome to the show and thank you for joining us. So let's dive into the questions. How would you describe yourself to our viewers?
I'm a foodie person and I love traveling and I love planning. And I love trying out different places when it comes to cocktails and stuff like that. I would consider myself a supporting wife and a loyal friend.
Could you tell us how you got into the hospitality and entertainment trade?
Well, my family has been in this industry for a long time, and of course I was really young at the time, so I joined a radio station to get some experience, and on the side of that I was helping my mom with Sopranos, and then finally it was time for me to join her after 4 years of working in the industry, radio industry.
The Irish has been there for almost 5 years now. Could you tell us about its journey to becoming what it's today?
My mom wanted to create an atmosphere like Sopranos for Irish, a home away from home, for people to come and enjoy our dishes, from our music, and we're very lucky at this point that everyone has embraced our concept, and we're very fortunate, especially what Sri Lanka has been through over the few years, and we hope that we continue to offer a place for people to come and enjoy themselves.
How would you describe a typical day at work?
Well, there are no typical day at work in the hospitality industry. But for me, I get to work by about 10:30, and I brainstorm our monthly calendars and then what we can do when it comes to food and cocktails, creativity in that, curate new menus till about 3 o'clock. I would go home for lunch and then be back by about 5 o'clock so that I can make sure that everything is smooth sailing in the night, and everyone is happy with everything that's going on, especially my staff and of course my customers.
What do you enjoy the most about your work?
I love coming to work and watching everybody have fun, especially when it comes to when we curate new dishes and cocktails, when they take that first bite and they're like, oh wow, this is great. And I just love watching people enjoy at my places.
If you had to choose 3 local pubs over yours, what would they be and why?
So I don't necessarily have a favorite place, but I do like going to Uncle's because of the atmosphere. So usually I would catch up with my friends, have a cocktail there. And I love trying new places, so I try to go a lot down south. And I mean, I've found a new place called Smokes and Bitters, and their cocktails are pretty nice. So I try to try out and test out different places so that I can put a small pinch to it at the Irish as well. But yeah.
Tell us about the creativity infused in your business with the pub and Sopranos.
When it comes to the pub, we love themes, so everything is based on a theme, and therefore we try to implement that theme in our dishes and in our cocktails. And with Sopranos, we've got the whole 70s mafia vibe sort of concept, and usually we like to stick to our concept as well because people love that cozy sort of environment. So we try to blend a lot of things, a lot of ideas based around our concept.
From the food and the drinks to the interior design, where are these ideas generated from, and how do you keep up with the latest trends?
All of these ideas are generated from my mother. When it comes to the Irish, she traveled a little bit and realized that Sri Lanka needs a different sort of concept. And when it comes to sopranos, because she's always been a singer, she wanted to create an atmosphere where she welcomes everybody to come and sing at sopranos, whether they can sing or not, so that they can show their talent by their vocals. But we try not to change what we have created for the past when it comes to Irish 5 years and sopranos 20 years, because people still like to come to a place where they feel homely. So we try to keep that homely feeling for everybody so that they can come and have fun.
Given the current economic crisis in Sri Lanka, what are the challenges that you are facing?
Because of the economic crisis, prices with a lot of things, lack of food because of the import bans, and keeping up with prices because every day, daily, everything is changing when it comes to food, when it comes to alcohol, when it comes to basically everything. And just like every other place, it's very difficult to keep up and maintain value for money to my customers.
So operation-wise, what are the challenges that you are facing?
At the moment, it's very difficult to retain staff as they want to go and have that overseas experience, and therefore they feel like going abroad is much better than, because of what Sri Lanka is also going through, it's better than staying here. So for me, and for everybody else in Colombo as well, all the entertainment industry, it's difficult to provide a service when we're short in staff.
It's your responsibility. Clean up. Be mindful of others who share the same spaces. Refresh Sri Lanka for a civic-minded society. In association with AICPA and CIMA, CA, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka, and 99X. LMD, the voice of business.
Hi Sasha, and welcome back to the show. So we're going into the segment which is a fun game segment. So we have 25 random questions for you, and just say whatever comes to your mind first as soon as you hear the question.
Okay.
So question number 1. What's your favorite cheesy pickup line?
Oh, my favorite cheesy pickup line. I like your hair.
Okay. Friday night. Would you rather stay in or go out?
Go out. I would say go out.
Which would be harder for you to give up? Coffee or alcohol?
Coffee. Definitely coffee.
If you had 24 hours to do whatever you wanted, what would you do?
24 hours. I will literally go to the beach, sit on the sand, and have a cocktail.
If you had a choice between 2 superpowers, being invisible or flying, which would you choose?
I would choose flying because I can fly anywhere I want to go.
What song comes to your mind based on what is happening in Sri Lanka right now?
Let it be.
What's the wildest thing you've ever done?
Ooh, interesting question. Okay, I have got on top of a bar and started dancing.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
My cousin told me this once. Either you make it work or you leave.
What's the weirdest thing in your closet?
Cups.
If you could be a part of a family on any TV show, which family would you choose?
Adam's Family. Straight up.
What's the worst lie you've ever told as a kid?
I didn't steal that egg.
What are the most frequently used emojis in your text conversations?
Oh, the one where the eyes stick up. That's like...
What's the silliest excuse you've ever used to get out of an awkward situation?
Excuse me, my mother is calling me. I'll talk to you soon.
Where did you and your best friend meet?
School.
What is the funniest or weirdest question you have ever been asked?
I don't know if this is considered a question. Did you fall from the sky? Because I think God sent me an angel.
What is your favorite song to perform?
If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys.
What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
Got a tattoo.
What genre of music do you like and which do you dislike?
I love R&B. I love jazz. I don't like house.
If you could have dinner with a famous person, living or dead, who would you choose?
Vin Diesel.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Vin Diesel.
What's your dream road trip destination?
Iceland.
What are the 3 items on your bucket list?
Own a cafe one day. Go skydiving. And travel to as many places as I can.
If you had to guess what people appreciate you most, what would you say?
That I'm very straightforward.
Of all the personal questions I could ask you, what's one you wouldn't want to answer?
How kinky are you?
Thank you, Sasha, for being on the show. It was great having you this evening.
Thank you, Tanya, for having me.